Hello everyone, welcome back to the 12 Days of Yule Challenge. My name is Sophie and this is Hazel, who really wanted to be included today. And today we are working on day 9 of the 12 Days of Yule Challenge created by Ivy the Occultist. So today's prompt is to share a glamour. And I only have one glamour that I've ever done before that I'm aware of, and I don't have any of the ingredients. So I wrote a new one for you today, and I will go ahead and show you everything that you're gonna need. Obviously tweak things to your liking, to whatever works best with your practice. But let me take you over to the altar. I actually already finished making it. I'm filming the intro second, but I will show you the ingredients that we use for our glamour. I realized I didn't even tell you what the glamour was, so let me break that down for you first. We are going to be making a self-confidence spray, which I know if you're anything like me, you're a little bit socially awkward, and I am very socially awkward in crowds. Even around family, I get a little bit embarrassed and I sometimes don't know what to say, so conversations will just kind of drop off, and then it's yeah. So if you're anything like me, this is gonna work well for you as well. But we are making a self-confidence spray. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need is a spray bottle or mister. I used a little glass bottle. You know what, I'll just show you. I'll show you, I already made it, but you're cool, so I'll show you before I do the time lapse. But this is the type of bottle that I used. I think it's a 2 ounce, 1 ounce works just fine, whatever size you have. If it's a little plastic plant sprayer, whatever works for you. The next thing is witch hazel. I just use a little bit, maybe a quarter of the bottle full. You can use witch hazel, you can use aloe, any kind of you can even use an oil, a carrier oil. Witch hazel is just what works best for me. And then, I know I'm gonna get some flack for this. I already know. You're preaching to the choir here. I have 3 different essential oils that I use, and before you get mad at me, yes, 2 of them are Young Living. I do not sell Young Living. I know that they are a MLM company. I think that's a pyramid scheme. My sister gifted me 2 of these oils, so I ended up using them for this spell. I'm not gonna just throw them away because I don't like the company. I'll use them up in my spell work and it's just fine, but I'm not promoting that company to you. Okay, one last thing before I tell you what essential oils we're working with. Some companies, and Young Living is included, sell some essential oils that are called Vitality, and that is the company saying that you can eat them. Please, please, please for me, do not ingest any essential oils. It will burn your esophagus and it will give you allergies over time. So do whatever you want, but that's just gonna really harm you. It's gonna mess you up. I really hope you don't ingest these, even if a company tells you you can. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna talk about is cedarwood. And this is really good for kind of refocusing, recentering your energy. And on its own, it does not smell good. So it needs friends in order to smell okay. Next, we have frankincense, and this is really good for feeling self-sufficient and confident. Then last but not least, I have some lavender oil, and I personally just like to throw that in because it's a nice, light and empowering, uplifting scent. So these 3 oils are going to be the ones we use. If you have any other ones, pine is really good for self-confidence. Rose would be good for self-love. Any other oils that you want to include, please feel free to. These are just the 3 that I selected from my collection that work the best for this. Last but not least, we're going to talk about our crystals, and one of them I don't have to show you because I put it in our glamour already, but the first one is Tiger's Eye. I thought that would be really good for protection, protecting your energy and protecting the energy that you're projecting out with your glamour. And that's kind of the same reason that we have red jasper, which we used for protection in our witch ball spells. for day 4 of the 12 days of Yule. Last but not least is carnelian, which we used for our prosperity witch ball. And I figured that that would be really good for just abundance energy. We want to have an abundance of the good qualities that we have to project out with our glamour. So that is everything that we end up using. And while I play the footage of me building our glamour, I am going to read to you the incantation that I do to charge it. So feel free to adapt this incantation to whatever works the best for you. But as you're building your glamour and adding all the ingredients, you can chant, "My aura exudes confidence. Interesting people find me interesting. Wearing this mist makes me reflect out everything that is positive about me." And I chanted this, I think probably about 6 or 7 times while I was creating this glamour. Say it as many times as feels right to you. And just for some extra potency, you can also say the incantation as you're misting it onto yourself. So again, that is, "My aura exudes confidence. Interesting people find me interesting. Wearing this mist makes me reflect out everything that is positive about me." And that is the incantation. I will make sure to leave it in the description for you to either take inspiration from, or you can say it verbatim, really whatever works the best for you within your practice. Here it is. Now, glamours don't typically last a super long time, so this is something that I would be keeping in my bag, and every time I end up going to the bathroom, just do another spray. Keep that confidence going throughout the whole party, the whole event, whatever you're wearing this to. So that's really all I have. If you guys are interested in the original glamour that I was going to be planning, let me know in the comments down below. That one is for prosperity, and it's actually really simple and really fun. I just don't have the ingredients for it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to day 9 of the 12 days of Yule, and I will see you tomorrow.